Good morning, Super Readers!
Thank you for joining us in our Valley PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Nix.
I'm Mrs. Hammock.
And I'm Mrs. Bang.
And this is a place for us to learn, practice, and
Grow our brains
to become even stronger readers, writers, and thinkers. So let's get started by warming up our brains with some
ear training
called
Daily Phonemic Awareness.
All right, so today, Super Readers, we're gonna go through, turn up those ears so that you can hear those sounds, and we're gonna practice a little bit of what's called phoneme isolation. That's a fancy way of saying we're listening for sounds that are either found at the beginning, the middle, or the end. So let's practice by starting just at the beginning of a word, okay? All right, so listen and tell me, what sound or phoneme do you hear at the beginning of the word ouch? Ouch.
Oh, I think I'm gonna use my arm.
Okay.
Ouch. Oh, that says the ow sound.
Ow, ow, great. All right, let's try it one more time. How about the word eat? Eat.
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 Good job. Okay, you guys are pros. Let's move on and let's try the end. Okay, so what do you hear at the end of the word cow? Cow.
Okay.
Ow. The ow sound.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, how about now?
now.
Ow.
Ow. You're trying to trick
sound.
us.
I am, same one. How about go?
Ooh. G. Oh. Oh.
Nicely done. Okay, now are you ready for the hardest one?
Ooh.
In my opinion.
Okay, I think you're right. This is definitely the hardest one.
The middle can be the really tricky part. So listen for the sound that you hear in the middle. So if you have 3 sounds, you're listening for that second sound. All right, here we go. How about the word crowd?
All right.
Crowd.
Crowd. Oh, I'm still going to say it's that ow sound because the k and the r belong together. Even though they make 2 sounds, they go together.
Okay, so, and really we're listening more for a vowel sound, right? Okay, good. So ow is in the middle of crowd. Okay, how about this one? Gown.
Okay.
Gown.
Own.
Ow.
Ow.
Nicely done. All right, now just to check it, let's try the word late.
Okay.
Eight.
Did you hear it?
It's the A sound.
A. Now, I was just checking to make sure that you had it, but what sound were we checking the most today?
We were checking
What did you hear?
the ow sound.
The ow sound. So great job. You guys are really practicing those listening sounds. So speaking of sounds, how about we do
know
a
where you're
little
going
bit
with this.
more with some senses and get some wiggles?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Spread apart, stand up, and join us.
Absolutely.
Gotta get on the right foot.
Hear, smell, taste, feel, and see. When I use my senses, I describe my world and me. When I use my ears, this is what I hear. Croaking frogs, noisy barks, soft chirps that are near. When I use my nose, this is what I smell. Fragrant flowers, fresh cut grass, pine cones that just fell.
All those yummy smells.
Hear, smell, taste, feel, and see. When I use my senses, I describe my world and me. When I use my mouth, this is what I taste. Spicy chicken, fruity shakes,
Spicy chicken.
nothing goes to waste. When I use my hands, this is what I feel. Fluffy kittens, a smooth hard slide, a bumpy orange peel. Hear, smell, taste, feel, and see. When I use my senses,
fun was that?
That was
So
good.
much fun. I love just getting things going. I love that we're practicing some sounds.
And speaking of sounds, remember we use our
Listening.
listening ears. Okay, super readers, let's use those listening ears and practice our sound.
And I smell some coffee, so.
I'll see you guys later. Okay, super readers, let's go and practice our sound of the week. This week we are working with the ow sound. Good. Say that again. Ow. Good. And remember, the ow sound can be spelled two different ways. We can spell the ow sound with the O-W, or we can spell it with the O-U. So, ow, one sound, two different ways to spell it. I see some letters here. Let's blend these letters together and see what word we get. Are you ready? Oh, let's call our friends in to help us. Friends, can you help us blend some letters?
Yes!
Good morning. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Let's get ready to blend these letters. Are you guys ready? Remember our focus sound was the ow. We did lots of practice listening to that ow sound earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
Were you guys practicing with us?
Yeah.
Oh, I know you were. Okay, let's blend these letters together. Ready? This says
Pound.
pound. Good job. Pound. So,
Oh.
like when I go to the store, I like to buy a pound of a fruit or vegetables, or guess what? It's a multiple meaning word. It can also mean like the pound, like when you're pounding something with a hammer.
Yeah. We could pound our high frequency words.
That's right.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Good job, you guys. Okay, I have another word up here. Can you guys help me blend this?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Ready?
That's a good one.
Okay, this says
How?
How? How did you do reading the word how?
good job.
That's so
How?
good.
And that's what we call, it's a question word, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
It starts
yeah.
a question. How? Good job. Okay, now help me build some word. You guys ready?
All
Okay,
right, let's
help
do
me
it.
build a word. Let's see. Gown. Ooh, a gown. I get to wear a beautiful gown to a party. Gown. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Ow.
Oh, which one is it? Is it the O-U or the O-W? I hear you guys saying that ow sound.
Ow.
I don't know.
I'm not really sure either.
Okay, should we try it?
Let's try it.
Let's try with the
yeah.
O-U.
O-U.
Okay. Oh, what's that last sound? In.
Yep, that's the end.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
that doesn't
oh.
look
That
right
doesn't
at
look
all.
right.
That does not look right.
nope.
Okay, let's try the other spelling. Do you think it's a O-W?
Oh, yeah.
One.
Good
I
job.
remember seeing that word in a book that I was reading.
Good job. Gown. It's spelled with the O-W. Good
O-W.
thinking. I liked how you said you saw it in a book once, and that's how they spelled it. Good thinking, Rita.
Thank you.
Okay, how about this word? How about the word clown?
Ooh.
Ooh, oh, are you afraid of clown?
They make me nervous.
Of a clown? Oh, they are. But let's see. Clown.
That's
Clown. Do you guys hear something?
You know what? I think you could just change the G and put the CL in front and make a whole new word.
Oh, let's try that. If we
Gown
just
and
put the
clown.
Ooh, Tina, you're so smart this morning. Wow.
Because clown and gown, do they rhyme?
They rhyme.
They rhyme.
Gown, they both say own.
Oh, awesome job. Look at you guys. Oh, you guys are making your brain grow. Awesome job. You guys did such a great job. Thank you, friends, for helping. I'm going to have the super readers at home help me read this sentence. I'll see you guys
Yeah.
later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, super readers, it's your turn now. Help me read this sentence with all of our ow sound. How many ow sound can you find in this sentence? Ready? Did the clown frown when he fell down. How did you do? Good job. Lots of ow sounds in this sentence. Good job. Okay, let's see what high frequency words you're going to be learning today with Miss Hammock.
Okay, let's review all 6 of them, and then I'll show you the one we're going to focus on today. You ready? All right, we have early, instead, nothing, thought, and color. So yesterday we spelled early and color. Today we are going to work on this word, instead. Instead, you'll notice the little, it starts with the word in, instead. Let's spell it. I-N-S-T-E-A-D. Woo, that's a lot of letters, isn't it? Instead. Let's take a look at our sentence. What do you want to do instead? So maybe you wanted to do, one person wanted to do something, but you wanted to do something else. You could say, what do you want to do instead? All right, today we're going to practice a word sort with all of our high frequency words. Remember, high frequency words are those words that we need to know automatically so that we can save our brain power for sounding out words and building words. So here's our word sort. Today we're going to sort them by syllables. Now, you remember what a syllable is? It's really the vowel sounds in a word. And so sometimes teachers will have you clap. Sometimes you can put your hand here, and every time your mouth goes down, it indicates a vowel sound. Let me show you what I mean. So let's take the word color, all right? And let's say it slowly. Ready? Color. Did you see how my chin went down 2 times? We could clap it. Color. All right, so that means this word has 2 vowel sounds, and that means it has 2 syllables. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let's see if we can do our word for today. Here we have instead. Ooh, you can almost hear it when you say it, right? Let's try it. Instead. Did you see it? How many sounds did you hear that were vowel sounds? Instead. 2 syllables, 2 sounds, vowel sounds in the word instead. So we have another 2-syllable word. How about this word? This word is thought. Look at all those letters. That has to be like 3 or 4 syllables, right? Let's try it. Ready? Thought. Oh, I only heard 1. Thought. Oh. Even though it has all of these letters, it only has 1 syllable. So don't let the size of a word trick you. Make sure you say it and clap it or make your voice, your chin go down when you're saying the word. That will help you to know how many syllables each word has. And we can finish this a little bit later, but today you're going to read a story called, now what's that sound? Because we're talking all about sound this week. And there's a problem in this story. I want you to listen for the problem, and I want you to listen for how they solve this problem. And then we'll be back to talk about it, okay? All right, here we go.
Now, what's that sound? Tap, tap, tap. Rat-a-tat-tat. What's that sound? Asked Gilbert. It started early this morning. I thought it might stop, but it hasn't. Let's check out the garage, said Marta. I think Dad is making the sound. Dad was in the garage cutting a board with his saw. Zing, zing, zing. This is not the sound, said Gilbert. This sound is smoother. Let's find Gramps, said Marta. He might be making the sound. They quickly ran to the back of the house to find Gramps. Gramps was sweeping the deck with a broom. Swish, swish, swish. No, this is not the sound, said Gilbert. This sound is much softer. Let's find Anna instead, said Marta. Maybe she's making the sound. They found Anna in the driveway. Anna was bouncing a ball. Bam, bam, bam. No, this is not the sound, said Gilbert. This sound is slower. This is hopeless, sighed Marta. Tap, tap, tap. Rat-a-tat-tat. There it is again, said Gilbert. He looked up at the tallest tree. Suddenly, he shouted, "Oh, wow! It's a bird!" "Look at the color on its head," cried Marta. "It's red, like a red crown." The bird scrambled up and down the tree. Tap, tap, tap. Rat-a-tat-tat. "It's a woodpecker pecking for bugs," said Gilbert. "Yes," said Marta, "and nothing else sounds like it." Tap, tap, tap. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Did you like that story? It was a pretty good one, right? All of those sounds and trying to figure things out. Now, Mrs. Hammock talked about a problem and a solution. So let's back up just a little bit and talk about what is a problem and what is a solution. So a problem is something characters want to do, change, or find out. Did they want to find something out in this one? They did. They wanted to find out the sound. The way the problem is solved is called the solution. I bet these are words that you have heard before in your classroom. So if we have the problem, Gilbert and Marta are trying to figure out what makes the sound tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tat. Do you think we could retell the steps in our solution? All right, well, come and help me.
I heard you say retell.
I did, Ricky. I did say retell. How are you? Do you want to help the super readers go through and retell our steps to find our solution today?
Mm-hmm. You know I love great retell. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Okay, Ricky. So when Marta and Gilbert were trying to figure out tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tat, who did they go and see first?
First, they went in the garage and they saw Dad, and he was cutting a board with a saw and it was making a zing, zing, zing sound.
That's right, with that saw, zing, zing, zing. Okay, good. But that wasn't the rat-a-tat-tat sound, right?
It was not, and so they kept going, and they found Grandpa, and he was on the deck, and he had a broom. Guess what? And he was sweeping, and he was doing the oh, that was fun.
That was good, yeah. And then, where'd they go next?
And then they went to go find Anna, and Anna was bouncing a ball, and it was going bam, bam, bam.
Was that their sound for rat-a-tat-tat?
It was not.
How'd they figure it out?
And then they kept going, and guess what?
What?
Guess they saw a woodpecker.
That's right, it was a woodpecker.
That bird.
And that bird was going rat-a-tat-tat, right? Tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tap. Excellent job, Ricky. So you were able to tell us not only what the problem was, the steps for the solution, because there were several. And then they had the solution. They figured it out. Thank you so much for helping us out today. I'm sure our readers really appreciated it.
I love to retell. Thank you, Mrs. Nix.
Oh,
I'll see you later.
absolutely.
Oh, you know what? Can I come? Nah, I'll see you later.
All right, we'll see you later. Thanks. All right, so now that we went through and we talked about a problem and solution, I have another challenge for us with a little bit of writing over here. So thinking about how that story went along, the challenge today is going to be add another page to the middle of the story. Now, what's that sound? Okay, so I have some clues up here because I was trying to think about what could the sound be? If we get to just make it up on our own, what's a sound that we can hear sometimes in our own homes? Okay, so in my mind, I started thinking about, what about a vacuum cleaner? That could make a sound, right? What kind of sound might we hear with a vacuum cleaner? Maybe like a brrrm, brrrm kind of a sound? So I put some sounds right here that talk about our picture of our character. Should we name our character? I did put a little slide up here that could kind of help us figure that out. It could be anybody, right? Okay, so I came up with a character's name to be Zachary. So I'm going to use his name. So now I have to think back. How did the story sound when Marta and Gilbert were walking around? Did they ask questions? I kind of feel like they did, right? Didn't Marta say some different things like, what's that sound, right? So she would start with the sentence, what's that sound? And then they would go and visit someone, right? So what's that sound? Let's find Zachary. So she could go and find Zachary. So what's that sound? Let's find Zachary. And then what else did she say? Maybe he's making the sound, right? Okay, so a couple of things that I want to point out with this one. When someone is talking, do you remember what marks that we put? Do you remember these? Quotation marks. And so because we have the word said Marta, we know that Marta is the one who's telling us the story, just like they did in our story, Now What's That Sound did there. There was a lot of dialogue. So we could have the quotation, what's that sound? Let's find Zachary. Maybe he's making the sound, said Marta. And then we put a picture of Zachary with a vacuum cleaner, and what was the sound? Burn, 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 right? So this could be an example of a page, a new page that would be added to our story. The question would be, would this page be at the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, or the end of the story? That's right, it couldn't be at the end because this isn't the solution. What was the solution? The bird, that's right. So this would have to be something that would be more towards the middle. So just going and visiting another family member. This is something that you would be able to do. Could you think of something else that maybe makes a noise in your house and maybe someone that you could visit in your family? Could you make the same sentence for your page? I bet you would do an amazing job. All right, so let's click it or switch over and let's watch one of our friends tell us about a story that maybe you haven't had a chance to read. Maybe you want to do a little rewriting with it too. All right, here it comes.
All right. Hi, my name is Mark. I work at the warehouse. We get all the books out to you guys at the schools. This is a new book in your library. This book is about a squirrel and a bird. The squirrel has finished collecting its nuts for the winter, and the bird lands by him. And squirrel offers bird a nut, but the bird says he only eats worms. So the bird wants to offer the squirrel something, so he says, "Squirrel, I'd like for you to sing." But the squirrel can't sing at all. They encourage each other through the book, and together they discover to try new things together. To find out what happens to squirrel and bird, you will have to check out the book and read the book. Thank you for watching Valley PBS. Have a great day.
Such a sweet story. Thank you so much, Mark, for sharing that with us. I know our super readers would love to check that one out.
Okay, hey, Ricky, I got a joke for you today.
What?
Yes, I went and I found a joke for you. What's a pirate's favorite instrument?
Do you know? I don't know.
A guitar!
Oh my golly, oh my God. You guys are too silly. So thanks for watching us today on Valley PBS. We'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Take care, bye-bye.
Bye.